Hello and welcome to Storytelling with Sophie. Today we're going to read a story called It Was a Lovely Day, written by Sophie, age 15. Are you sitting comfortably? Good. Let's begin. It was a lovely day. The sun was shining and the sky was cloud-free. It was late summer and the school was soon going to begin again after a long and badly needed summer vacation. A light breeze was making the leaves on the green trees sway in the wind. Sometimes a gust of wind made the sand in the sandbox move. The only sound, besides the sounds of nature, was from the old swing set on the playground. They were a bit rusty, so they made a squeaking sound while swinging from side to side. A little girl was swinging all by herself. She was dreaming that one day she would become a famous actress. That was her secret dream. A daydream that was too clear in her head. She wanted so badly to be an actress in the Harry Potter movie. But no one, except her, knew that she was dreaming herself too far away. In her head she was reading the scrolling title, where her name was rolling over the screen. But suddenly she was lying on the ground. Her head was so busy dreaming that she forgot that she was swinging on a swing. While trying to remember why she was lying on the ground, she heard a voice coming from somewhere a meter or two from her. "I saw you falling off the swing. Are you alright?" That was a crazy stunt you made there. It was a blonde boy, about the same age as her. He was looking worried at her, but also kind of outgoing. "I'm okay, thank you. I was pretty much in my own world," she answered. She got up and sat on the swing she just fell off just a moment ago. He said, "Yes, I can see that. Don't do that again. You might get hurt," while he started swinging, sitting on the swing beside her. "What's your name?" she said suspiciously, and continued, concluding, "I've never seen you around here before." He answered, "That's because I just moved here a week ago." "Oh, okay. Where do you live then?" she said, surprised. He told her where he lived, and she told him where she lived. From that moment, they were friends. They never talked about whether they were friends or not. They just were. The next day, they met on the playground again. It was a coincidence, but they both hoped to see each other again when they headed from their homes and over to the playground. They played all day long, just enjoying the summer days. One day, Elizabeth's mother asked her what she was doing all the day long. She answered, "I was together with James on the playground." "Oh, I see," her mother said, but she wasn't finished asking. "And who is this James?" Elizabeth answered innocently, "He's my friend. He lives over in the red house across the street." "Yes, I know that house. Do I get to meet him sometime? You can invite him home tomorrow, then I'll bake a cake for the three of us," her mother suggested. "I will do that," Elizabeth answered. The next day, Elizabeth brought James home for cake and tea. Her mom got so relieved when she saw the 6-year-old kid that Elizabeth was walking towards the house with. The last few days of the summer vacation, the two children were playing all day long. They lived like they had no worries at all. On the last day of their summer vacation, they promised each other to play as often as they could manage. The first day of school dawned for Elizabeth, and like all the other 6-year-old kids, she was super excited. So was her mother, but she was hiding her feelings so well that no one noticed. Elizabeth was dressed up for her first day of school. Her mother had brought her a new fine dress, and did Elizabeth's hair in little pigtails. Just before they walked to school, her mother took a picture of her, so she could remember this big day. In the classroom, Elizabeth got her own table to sit at, and some drawing tools to paint with. While waiting for all the other children and parents to arrive, Elizabeth and her mother was talking to the nice schoolmistress, who was going to be Elizabeth's first teacher. Elizabeth told her about how excited she was about starting school. Right in the middle of the conversation with her teacher, someone shouted surprise, "Hey, Elizabeth!" The person who shouted was looking pretty familiar, and suddenly she realized who it was. It was James! Since that day, Elizabeth and James have always been best friends. The end. So this was my English assignment from the 6th of February 2009. when I went to boarding school. So please bear with all the flaws. I do kind of realise some of them while reading, and I tried kind of correcting them while reading, but that's kind of hard. The reason why I'm reading this is because the further up into the school system in Denmark you get, in like English classes, the assignments get more like just analyze this, interpret this. So this was probably the last time I wrote a story for class, and I don't think I have any ones that are written before this because I haven't kept them. And also, if I had to read anything else I'd written for school like this, it would be in Danish, so I would have to translate it. So this is a rare thing. Yes. Unpayable paper. I think I got an A for it. I think so. My teacher did like it. I think I remember that. The thing about the story is that this is actually based on my life. Yep, I am Elizabeth in this story, and I am not going to tell you who James is, because that is also a cover-up. You might know. I don't remember if you've read this or not. I think you might have. It is based on my life, so I'm not going to go into details on what is real and what is, but I'm going to show you a picture, because the picture I talked about, the story is talking about on her first day of school, is actually a real picture, and I'm going to go find it. I found it, and I'm going to try and show it to you. This picture. I don't know if you can see it. That picture. And I had a pink bag. Oh, how horrible is that?